Hey everybody, so we just wrapped up my flight with Seven. Now, I got to learn a lot while we were up there. We did every maneuver that you said we could do, and what did we pull? Because I just need somebody in the audience to hear this.
We pulled 7.6 Gs was our max today.
Listen, I was pretty proud of us. Now, let's talk about some of the movers that we did up there.
Yeah, so what's awesome is probably everyone's gonna see the best part is the high performance climb right after takeoff. So we'll accelerate at about 10 to 20 feet off the ground to 350 miles per hour. 6.2 Gs, and we'll go straight up in the vertical and climb away from there. Then after that, we're going to jump into the G awareness maneuver, or G-warm. So we're just trying to think about sports, stretching, getting our bodies ready and warmed up for today. So something we can't do during the flight demonstration, but we can do with our passengers to kind of give them a little bit of exposure. After that, then we went into the diamond or delta roll. So that's a nice graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. And then we'll be into the loop. And then now we get into the solo maneuver. So Blue Angels 5 and 6 are going to showcase that maximum performance capability of the aircraft. So that's where we did that MRT, or minimum radius turn. I think we had 6.5 Gs in that initial pull for 360 degrees around, and then we'll exit vertically and then push over. And probably, maybe not your favorite, but some of the crowd favorite is the sneak maneuver. So we'll mimic number 6's sneak line. So we'll accelerate up to Mach 0.95, or roughly 700 miles per hour, 7.5 Gs straight up in the air. And then we'll do a whole bunch of rolls, which not everyone's favorite.
Right, that got a little dicey up there, but I held it together. It was really great. Now, obviously today was something really special for me, but you get to make special days like this happen for a lot of people, not only the people who get to fly with you, but the people on the ground watching.
Yeah, the lifestyle's crazy. We're on the road about 300 days a year. So while we're based in Pensacola, not a whole lot of time there. But what is awesome is, you think about your Navy and Marine Corps, and we just don't see them operating inside the United States. Mm-hmm. So back in 1946, Admiral Chester Nimitz saw that same thing, and he's like, hey, the Navy and Marine Corps are such great forces. We need to showcase that to the American public. So that's where specifically naval aviation, and that's where we started the Blue Angels back in 1946. So we're the lucky few that get to represent the 800,000 men and women of the United States Navy and Marine Corps. Being Seven's, I think, is awesome. Very special part on the team. So I don't fly in the demonstration. I get to narrate and talk about the history and everything that goes on. And then I also did to do these VIP and key influencer flights.
But the fact that you're embracing social media, embracing that in a way that can bring kind of civilians and military together, how do you feel playing a part in that?
My Instagram account's not the craziest Instagram account you've ever seen, but I think it's awesome. There's some very talented people, and specifically on our team, our mass communication specialists, or MCs. They're our public affairs folks, and the content that they put out is incredible.
What is something that you would love for people to know about what you and your team do every day?
I think the important thing to know is that at one point I was a 7-year-old boy watching the Blue Angels fly, and that if you work hard, you can actually end up at the same spot. Regardless of whether you want to fly for the Navy, the Marine Corps, or anything, hopefully we're inspiring a culture of excellence and just making the world a better place. When you start looking at the Navy and Marine Corps pilots that we have out there, I'm incredibly humbled and fortunate to be standing here in a blue flight suit to represent all of those, that are actually deployed overseas doing the real work.
Well, I'm just thankful that I got to be a very small part of this today, see it firsthand. I've always loved our military. I'm so thankful and proud that we get to live and love here, but it really added something very special for me today. So thank you, Seven, for being a part of this.
No, it was a pleasure. Like I said, you absolutely crushed it. It was awesome.
All right, you want to give us a nice 4? 4 from number 7?
4, 7, 4.